My mom was writing a book before she passed, and it was a view from high-heeled shoes, honest to goodness. And my mom was like one of those 40s glamour girls. So high-heeled shoes are altered biomechanics. I mean, you're shortening the calf, your gait is going to be off, but girls like wearing them. And my wife, who's 5 foot tall, well, 4'11", um, she loves wearing high heels, and I think she looks gorgeous in them. But if you're going to do that, you're not wearing them all the time. You can't. So you still got to do the foot on a block stretch. Bunion formation comes from weak intrinsic muscles of the foot. Okay, and intrinsic muscles are muscles inside of the foot. And it's also from altered mechanics of the calf. So this is a flattening of the foot and a compromised nerve supply to it. And where do those nerves come out of? The lumbar and pelvis area. Okay, so you've got to look at the altered biomechanics of the lumbar. And again, you're looking at the entire structure of the spine to identify it. Then you're looking at static and bending films of the lumbar to identify where the nerves are compromised. And then you have to work the intrinsic muscles of the foot. This is why we recommend walking barefoot. If you're going to wear high-heeled shoes, man, go for it. But you've got to walk barefoot in the grass so you get good biomechanics. Look at shoes that don't have arch supports. And it's going to be hard because when you get like zero shoes or toe shoes, something that has no arch support but allows the full motion of the foot, okay, that full motion of the foot will utilize the intrinsic muscles and strengthen them. Too many times, arch supports, solid shoes don't allow that flexibility of the foot. You can also put your heel on the ground where you're sitting down, put your knee away from you so your legs bent beyond 90 degrees, 100, 110 degrees. And then you're going to be able to curl your toes and lift your foot. That's why we recommend putting a paper towel or something on the floor so you're trying to pick it up with your toes. And what that's going to do, you're going to notice cramping, everything, okay? And because you're working muscles that are weak. Okay, so you may want to get a golf ball and roll it around just all over on the bottom of the foot, and this will break up adhesions and help, and then do the toe curling again. But working those intrinsic muscles, once you've restored the nerve supply to it, you're going to see the bunion go away. That's why I tell everyone before you start doing these exercises, take a cell phone picture of your bunions, and it'll blow your mind because you're actually going to see them go away. Very, very cool. I've got one of my patients, she's in her late 70s, and she started with me when she was in her early 70s, and she had bad bunion formation, and every time she lays on the table, she says, "Dr. Bergman, did you see how pretty my feet are?" Yeah. Coming from a family where I'm the youngest boy, I've got 3 sisters and a mom. High-heeled shoes, you don't want to mess with telling girls they shouldn't wear them.